My beloved child, a messenger of mine is on the way, not merely an image, but a living reality. They do not come to take you away like someone withdrawing from life, but to usher you into a new chapter of living, where things you have never seen will unfold before your eyes. They carry my command to bring you into the place where you will glorify me, to give you the stage on which to display the grace and power I have placed within you. Understand that this journey will not diminish you. On the contrary, it will restore you to your true nature and cause you to shine in a manner that only I and the heavens fully comprehend. You may feel unsettled. Your heart may quicken with both eagerness and fear that is natural. I know every step you have taken, every scar you bear, every night you have wept quietly. I do not send messengers as a cold test. I send them as an act of love to embrace you, to guide you through gates that have not yet opened, to place you in your rightful position within the eternal plan. They will not demean you. They will lift you higher while entrusting to your hands a mission that makes heaven rejoice. Let me be clear, the place they lead you to is a sacred space, where the goal is not merely safety or worldly success, but a mission calibrated in the light of eternity. There, every action of yours will become testimony. Every pain will be transformed into proof of healing. Every tear will be turned into a source of light for others. You will find that sometimes you must leave behind familiar things in order to receive new strength. Do not view this transition as loss. See it as an unveiling, a curtain being drawn back so you may behold the horizon I have prepared. I want you to know this. The heavens do not merely watch, they participate. The messengers come because they have seen in the sacred realm a map that marks you as a landmark. They arrive with power to refine you, to clothe you in grace, to ready you for greatness. At times their work will teach you to let go. At other times it will soothe old wounds. At times they will take your hand and pull you through the abyss. Every gesture is directed by me, all aimed at making you a beautiful vessel fit to carry my light to where it is needed. Open your heart to this invitation with courage. Not every departure is easy. The soul clings to safety and the familiar. But I have planted within you a seed of bravery, a longing to see humanity renewed, a desire for my glory to be revealed. Let that seed sprout. When the messenger arrives and the invitation is offered, do not allow fear or lingering doubts to hold you back. Step forward in faith, for I am still walking beside you, and as you walk, you will not walk alone. The angels, those I send, will go before you, sheltering and paving the way. Heaven will watch your every step, and more than that, I, myself, will work within you with power beyond comprehension. What was once limited will become less confined. Locked doors will open. Words of condemnation will be drowned out by songs of praise. You will notice change unfolding from the inside, outward from inward life to outward signs. Yet you must also prepare your inner life to receive this. The mission I entrust to you is not only glory but responsibility. As heaven observes and rejoices, you will be called to bear witness to my love and my faithfulness, and that requires you to live holy, to live humbly, to live with a heart always ready to serve. Do not let pride or craving for status distort the aim. Keep your eyes fixed on me so that every gaze others find in you is a reflection of me and not of your own self. You may ask yourself, what sign will I see to know the messenger has arrived? I tell you, sometimes the sign is unmistakable, an unexpected encounter, a door opening where you never imagined, a mysterious arrangement that makes everything fall into place. Yet other times the sign is a strange, deep peace within your heart, or an inner compulsion that cannot be denied. Learn to listen closely. Your intuition is a language I use to whisper. When your heart responds to the calling, that is the beginning of the path. And finally, my beloved, know that all heaven waits for the day you receive that authority. The exalted ones and the angels will rejoice when a child of mine steps into the place I have prepared. But the greatest joy is mine. I delight when you become yourself in the way I designed. Nothing pleases me more than to see your heart answer the call, to see you use your life to reflect my boundless love. Now let your heart be still. Take my hand in this hour. Prepare, but do not hurry. Step forward, but do not be anxious. Receive, but do not fear loss. The messenger is on the way, and even before they arrive, I have given you grace to walk boldly. Enter that invitation with a ready heart, for days of glory are opening, and I will walk with you every step of the way. This is not your final destination, but the threshold into an entirely new chapter that I have ordained from before time. A chapter in which every written line and every breath of yours will harmonize with the divine intent of the highest. The messengers drawing near are not anonymous shadows or passing strangers in your life. They are chosen servants, spiritual warriors, girded with authority and grace, envoys who carry both my charge of love and my weight of responsibility. They have been assigned to you not by chance, but at this very moment for a predetermined purpose to place you where my name may be revealed and my glory may shine through your life with clarity. Do not fear when their presence changes everything around you. Such change is the sign of divine intervention, proof that I am renewing the structure of your life. At times, I will allow them to dismantle the bonds that have isolated you in darkness. At times, I will use them to soothe deep wounds and mend the fractured places in your soul. At times, they will come bearing gentle trials to cultivate virtue so that your faith becomes not mere words but lived action. Every movement has intent not to deliver a cold judgment but to refine you into a vessel worthy of the grace I long to pour in. They will clear the way, protect you, and sometimes stand with you when you need shielding from the world's accusations. They will remove invisible barriers, set up meaningful encounters, and place in your hands the opportunities you have longed for but did not know where to find. But I also want you to be ready deeper in your heart and in your actions. Receiving a messenger is not merely standing still and waiting for a miracle. It is an invitation to active response. I call you to purify your heart, to release selfish grips, to reconcile broken relationships, to cast aside the fears that block your steps. If you come to them with a soul full of envy, pride, or doubt, you will miss the greater share of the blessing they bring. Let your heart become tender as plowed soil, ready to receive new seed, ready to sprout in my light. When you muster humility and obedience, the heavens will do the rest. I will breathe life into your prayers. I will stir your heart so it beats in harmony with heaven's rhythm. You will know they have come by subtle signs. You have been taught to recognize an inexplicable peace filling you amid the storm, a sure sense as if an invisible hand guides you, prayers suddenly confirmed through witnesses or doors opening in ways your reason cannot explain. Sometimes the sign is an encouraging word from a stranger. Sometimes it is an opportunity for work or service placed squarely in your path. Sometimes it is a gentle warning that spares you from a dangerous crack. Listen closely. My whisper often comes through small details your heart can overlook when distracted, and when they move within your life, you will be invited to step beyond your comfort. I do not promise that you will be spared every difficulty, often a step into a new season that brings trials that refine faith and purify purpose. But I promise I will not leave you. The angels follow me. They carry my orders to protect, to guide, to open. They are the hands that enact my will on earth. Do not let fear steal this invitation. Fear is the thorn that hinders you, while faith is the bridge that carries you over. When you choose faith, you will find that what once constrained you becomes the foundation upon which I build glory. Prepare by purifying your life. Pray, repent, forgive, surrender to me every desire for ego's exaltation, so that your only hunger is to glorify me. Seek intimacy with me rather than applause from people. When you set me at the center, the mission they bring will not become a burden, but a favor, an opportunity to live true to your calling. And remember, all ultimate glory does not belong to you, but to me. Your task is to reflect, to give, to serve with a humble heart. So open your hands and heart to receive the messengers I send. They come in power, but they also come in love. They come to bring you into a place where heaven's song will rise because one of my children has stepped into purpose. Follow them with surrender, with a cleansed heart, and with a flame of faith that is not easily extinguished. For when you cross that threshold, the whole host of heaven will rejoice, and I will reveal through you things eyes have never seen, ears have never heard, and mind has never imagined. Beloved, perhaps in your depths, there are anxious questions echoing, why me? Am I worthy? Am I strong enough to carry that mission? Such doubts are natural to mortals. They are like waves flickering across the sea of the soul. But hear me clearly, I do not choose the already perfect. I call souls who are willing to be transformed. My laying of hands on your life is not because of your past achievements, but because of what I will make of you, for the doors I open do not depend on past record, but on the promise I will fulfill through you. Before you can see the outcome, I have seen the heart. Before you can count the strength, I have counted the times you chose faithfulness amid the storm. I have seen the nights you wept, the bending of your knees in supplication, the times you rose despite weariness, and it is there among the fragments of life that I find a vessel able to hold grace. You are not called because of perfection, but because of readiness. Readiness is the quality heaven prizes, a heart willing to open, a soul brave enough to let go, a hand ready to give. When you submit not from compulsion but from love, I see in you a potential I can work with, shape, and renew. Submission does not make you weak. On the contrary, it is the doorway into true power. When you lay down every ambition and every personal honor before my throne, I will entrust you with a mission that surpasses every limit you once thought you had. Do not confuse humility with helplessness. Humility is the rich soil in which the seed of grace can sprout. My child, remember that I equip, not recruit, the perfect. I send gifts, helpers, opportunities, and purposeful trials. All of them aim at one thing: training you to become a worthy instrument. Sometimes I will give you wisdom. Sometimes I will grant you the gift of healing. Sometimes I will place people beside you who hold the keys that open doors ahead. Yet there will also be moments when I allow you to walk through darkness so the mold within you may be perfected. If you find yourself weak in a trial, do not be quickly discouraged. That is when I am sharpening you. If you feel lacking, remember that I am an unfailing source. I will pour into you not only enough but overflowing abundance, so you may give out to others. Look back at the road you have traveled, every time you chose to believe, every decision you followed, because of the quiet light within every act of forgiveness or reaching out to the discouraged. Those are the proofs that you have been prepared. I do not only observe outward deeds but read the motives of the heart. I value the selfish desires laid down, the narrow ambitions exchanged for a longing to glorify me. From those inner changes I build great capacity within you. When you accept that every gift is meant for service, I will release power so that your ministry surpasses what you ever imagined. Do not let the voice of doubt drown out my whisper. When doubt comes, bring it into the light of prayer. When anxiety surrounds you, place it in my care and step forward, even if your heart trembles. There is a path that human eyes do not perceive, but as you follow it, I will open your eyes to see the footprints I have set to guide you. You will not walk blindly. You will walk accompanied by the unfailing presence of the one who speaks. Each small step of trust today will accumulate into a great journey tomorrow. I also want you to understand that my choosing carries a noble responsibility. To be chosen is not only an honor but a call to live holy, to reflect my nature. When I use you to reveal grace, you must be a mirror of righteousness, love, and humility. You will be invited into situations where people need witnesses of hope. You will face decisions that only the love of God can direct. Prepare to embrace both the blessing and the misunderstanding. Be ready to love more, to serve more, to accept loss more, because it is precisely in those sacrifices that my glory becomes most evident. And when you doubt yourself, remember this: I do not look at you by worldly measures. I look with the eyes of creative love. I see restoration in remnants. I see beauty in broken fragments. My trust is not based on what you have done, but on what I can do through you when you open your heart. Let that promise be your comfort in the dark and the lamp that guides you when the way is dim. Therefore, my child, answer the invitation with an open heart. Make room within for me to work. Release unnecessary anxieties. Hold fast to faith and act on the call. I will equip you not for the fleeting dreams of the world, but for a mission that makes heaven sing. When I use you, you will grow in ways you never expected. You will discover that in your fragility I am glorified completely, and that more than anything is the proof that I chose you out of love for purpose and for a future I have long prepared for you. My beloved child, let your heart exhale gently once more and receive these words as a warm breath descending from the throne. Do not allow the shadow clouds of fear to obscure the path I am guiding you on. The unknown is not an abyss that will pull you down, but a field awaiting the seed of faith to sprout. And I, the one who walks with you, have gone before you, have touched every corner of the way, and have left my footprints so you may follow with peace. When you look toward a future that human eyes cannot yet clearly see, remember that it is a map kept in my hand. The guiding lights do not flare up by accident but are kindled by me for your every step. Therefore, do not let anxiety choke the rhythm of your heart. Lay every worry on my throne through prayer, and I will turn your fear into courage you never knew you possessed. The trials that arise are not signs that I have forgotten you. They are my loving hands shaping you, waves that polish character tests that mold you into a vessel fit to hold glory. Each time you confront hardship, do not regard it as an endless enemy, but as craftsmen sharpening the jewel within you. I will not leave you to endure alone. I have placed within you strength that is not from mortal instinct, but from my boundless source. It is endurance, courage born of faith, and a peace deeper than reason can explain. When your hands tremble under trial, place them on my chest. Feel the heartbeat of the one who made you, and you will recognize a gentle power still flowing through your veins, a lifting force quiet, yet sufficient to keep you standing. You may fear that my plans exceed your capacity, that the vision I place before you is too great for you to bear. But hear me, I do not give a mission and then abandon it. I give grace to go with it. Whenever I open a wide door, I also grant you the strength to walk through. Whenever I entrust you with greater responsibility, I also plant in your heart the gifts necessary to accomplish it. This is the profound economy of grace. I do not demand of you what I have not equipped you to do. Thus, the sacred dreams I sow into your heart are not burdens but invitations to participate in the creative work over which I reign. Let that hope guide every decision. Let your expectation be rooted in me rather than in fear of yourself. Beloved, understand that all things are held in my sovereign care. Nothing falls beyond the reach of my providence. Though storms may arise and the road be shrouded in dark clouds, I hold the sequence of events in my hand. I know each step, every trial, every silent moment within you. Even when things appear to stray from your expectations, I am working to bring everything to its intended purpose. Trust this, and you will walk not in confusion but in surrender. Surrender that is not passive defeat, but action taken with a steady heart because you know who leads you. When you entrust the way to me, I will do the rest. I will illuminate the hidden alleys. I will make temporary retreats into foundations for greater advances. I will turn disappointment into lesson and brokenness into new life. Take this truth deep into your heart. What I have planned for you far surpasses every limit you have dared to imagine. The blessings I intend for you are not merely to warm your own life, but to flow outward, to heal, to restore, to shine upon many other souls. My plan is a wide garden of hope, each pathway meaningful, each season bearing fruit. Do not measure my grace by the smallness of your reasoning. I go before to clear the way, and I plant within you the sprouts of life that will rise when their season comes. As you cooperate with me, you will watch the impossible become real, broken relationships, mended, quenched, dreams rekindled, and a new song rising from your life, a song not only for you but for many who will hear and be changed. Do not forget, the love I have for you is the foundation of all comfort and hope. That love does not change. It is not earned by achievements, appearances, or wisdom. It simply is because you are mine. When you feel alone before great choices, return to the place of my heart, where every fear dissolves beneath the gentle gaze of the Father. There you will be held repaired and renewed. You will be reminded that each day is a gift, every step has purpose, and every trial is a means I use to make you more whole. So, my child, walk forward with courage, nourished by hope. Let prayer be the harbor for every worry. Let worship be the lamp that guides you when the path grows dim, and let service be your response to the grace I pour out. Whenever fear raises its voice, answer with thanksgiving, and with small, courageous acts, a word of forgiveness, a kind deed, a step toward someone in need. Those small acts are the bricks I use to build the glorious future I have long held for you. I have been and am guiding you. Trust and follow. Do not avoid the unknown, for that is where I am. Do not fear the tests, for I will give you strength to overcome. Do not be anxious about the future, for I have arranged every detail in my hands. Keep hope alive within you, for the plan I have for you is a chapter filled with meaning, with love, and with light. A chapter that, when completed together with me, will have heaven and earth joining in song, because one of mine answered and stepped into glory. My beloved child, receive this word as a warm breath poured into your heart. I am leading you into new ground, a playground of blessing where the seeds of faith you planted long ago will now sprout and rise. This is not a random step. It is a crossing from the famine of the past into the feast of the future I have prepared. You will see yourself blossom and bear fruit, receiving abundance both spiritual and material. You will touch the deep calling of your soul and fulfill the mission I engraved before the world was formed. Do not cling to past darkness. Do not allow fractured memories to hold back your feet. This is a season of opening. Open your hands to receive. Open your hands to let go. Open your hands to step into what I long to give you. The future I set before you is stained with promise, soaked in grace, and guaranteed by my ever-present presence. As you enter this new season, know that I am always with you, not as a distant observer, but as the companion who walks with you, upholds you, and shelters you. This companionship is not superficial. It is a deep presence that touches every nerve of your life. I do not step out ahead and leave you groping in the dark. I clear the way, prepare the path, and lay bright stones to lead you across dry places. In this journey, you will come to realize that nothing lies beyond my reach. Every circumstance is stewarded by my wisdom. Every confusion will be ordered with care. So cast off needless fears and timid doubts, and instead embrace steadfast trust. I have never left you, and I never will. I will supply you with the resources you need. It may be the steady strength to stand firm amid the storm, the clear wisdom to discern the right path, or the courage to embrace decisive change. These graces will come in many forms, through people I send to be at your side, through opportunities that suddenly appear, through words of encouragement that reach you when your spirit is numb. Sometimes mercy arrives like a flash of light in the night, revealing the way you must go. At other times, it comes as a gentle breath that soothes your wounds and gives you strength to continue. Do not expect everything to happen loudly. Often I work in silence through small changes that your mind may not notice right away. Yet when you look back, you will see how wisely my hand has moved. I will break down every barrier you have encountered. Doors you thought locked will swing open, walls you believed impossible to climb and will be lifted away. Roads you assumed had no passage will suddenly reveal a trail. Sometimes I open the way through you, a word of apology, an act of courage, a resolute decision, and sometimes I open doors through unexpected means, a timely relationship, a surprise invitation, a favorable condition, arriving like a miracle. Join me in this work. When you show yourself ready, when you marshal faith to step forward, I will add a helping hand. Do not sit idle waiting for a miracle. Miracles often require your engagement, the preparation of your heart, and your cooperation with me. Along the way, you may face trials, be misunderstood, even suffer temporary loss. But these things are part of the redeeming process that shapes your character, refines your faith, and prepares you for greater responsibility. I do not promise that you will not experience suffering. I promise that you will not endure it alone and that these pains will become fuel for your rising. When the chains of the past are removed, when you relinquish small comforts to embrace a grander commission, I will grant you endurance and wisdom to transform hardship into lessons, and those lessons will become the foundation for the glory season that is coming. Prepare your inner being for the prosperity. I promise not only material wealth, but an inward flourishing, abundant peace, healthy relationships, a holy vision, and the capacity to bless others. Prosperity in heaven's manner often differs from worldly standards. It enriches your heart first, and from that abundance flows outward to the community around you. When you live in that sufficiency, you will become a source of sustenance for the needy, a lamp guiding the lost, a hand lifting up the fallen. That is the destiny I have fashioned for you, that through you I may be revealed, and that through your life many will come to know my goodness and power. Do not let the past pull you backward. The past is a lesson, not a prison. Embrace the future with open hands and a grateful heart, walking in the faith that each day I give you has purpose. Every small step you take today will accumulate into a great journey tomorrow. Every time you choose faith over fear, I will multiply it into significant results. And when you look back one day, you will see that every drop of sweat, every prayer, every tear has been woven by me into a carpet of flowers leading you to the throne of glory. So, rise up, breathe in the new air, and walk with a soul that has been reborn. I have prepared everything necessary for you. Now it is time for you to venture forth to receive the inheritance I have reserved. You will bloom, you will prosper, and you will fulfill the destiny I have written, not because of your merit, but because of my grace. Let your heart sing a song of thanksgiving, for your future awaits, and the heavens with me will rejoice when you answer the call. Thank you for listening to this message. Know that you are not merely an audience, but one chosen to live in the presence of the Word each day. Do not forget to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss any sacred messages. Amen.